Now I'm not going to proceed to construct the values here, but I am going to make sketches that sort of represent the construction. So let's take this point here. Okay, value of the cosine is this big. That's a bigger proportion of the unit length than before, so that when I draw the value of the cosine, it's going to be about this long. Okay, so let's just do this. That looks about right. Oops. Now these lines are going to cross, or curves, I guess. Okay, so there's the value of the cosine at this point, and that's a little bigger than the value of the cosine was at this point. And now I construct my unit length, which is this. Okay, that's going to bring me down to about here. And I'm going to get a triangle that looks something like this. Not as steep as this one, although I'm not sure I drew it all that accurately. So here's I've got my 1, here I've got my cosine. And now I sketch my segment of length 1. So now I've got a segment of length 1, but 1 is only a little bigger now than the cosine, so that when I construct the side that gives me reciprocal cosine, it's going to be somewhat shorter than the one I had previously. Now I'm going to construct a triangle analogous to this one. So here's my reciprocal cosine. I don't think that's quite long enough. Okay, so it has come out a little further. And here is my length 1. And now I want to construct my value of the sine. Well, the sine is much shorter. It's only this big. So if I construct that value, here's my value of the sine. And I'm not going to try to label that, but we know that's the value of the sine. And now I can complete the construction. And we see that here is my value of sine over cosine. Okay, quite a bit shorter than before. So that value would go here, maybe about here. Now, if we go to this point, things are going to change quite a bit. Okay, the value of the cosine now is going to be kind of small. So let's sketch that here. So there's, say, our value of the cosine. Here's our value of 1. Cosine's maybe a little bigger than that. Here's our hypotenuse, which we extend. Then we sketch our segment of length 1. Is that long enough? That's way too short. Still probably too short, but we get the idea. Okay, so now the reciprocal of the cosine is significantly bigger than before. So, let's draw an arrow indicating that this picture corresponds now to this point. Well, now I'm going to have to draw pretty long segment indicating the reciprocal of the cosine. And here's my segment